Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Yes, again, the beautiful reminder of choice that you have, that I have, that we all have for every moment of our life. Now, this is, again, really important to understand because it's in your moments of now that you determine how things will proceed in your life. And the way you determine what's happening in those moments now is not going to be based from what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. It's going to be based from how you think about all of that. And you're the one who gets to determine all of that. And the more you exercise it, the more in control of your life you are. Now, let's just sit in that for a moment. As within, so without. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Your inner world is a world of thought. Then it's led to feeling, and you behave, and then you deliver an outcome. See, it's all an inside job, and that's what we share with you here in every single one of these calls with everything that we share with you from us here at Elevitality. Dolly and I have worked diligently to put together a beautiful platform with ways for you to not only get the right information, but ways for you to also implement them through guidance and mentorship and through this program that we created called Emergence. So, with that being said, always remember that it's always about application. If you don't use it, guess what? Your life's not going to change. Now, before we proceed, we need to make an announcement with regards to tomorrow. Tomorrow, there will not be a mastermind call in the morning because there's going to be some traveling that we're doing, but we will proceed the following days. So keep that in mind. That doesn't mean you don't study in the morning. You still do. You can watch the replay. You can watch this one that we're going to be going over or any one of them. You still continue with this process of studying. Okay. Remember, repetition is the mother of learning. You got to continue. And then, most importantly, apply the information. Also, I want to congratulate all of you who came to our mentorship meeting or training. It was an incredible training session. And oh my gosh, it was so beautiful to see the transformations that went there, that happened at that. And oh, are we very excited about all the changes that are literally happening right before our eyes because of using this information. Think about that. It all externalized and it all manifested. Remember, thought externalization is nothing more than manifestation. Manifestation is nothing more than thought externalization. And you can do the same for your life for whatever it is that you seek. You want to earn more money. You want to change your lifestyle. You want to travel more. You want to, I don't know what it is for you. Change your wardrobe, change your health. It all starts in the mind. Okay. And use it that way. Now, what have we been studying? We've been studying this beautiful gem here, The Science of Getting Rich, which is a magnificent book. Having said that, even though this is on the topic of getting rich, earning more money, it actually has principles within it that you can use for anything. Say, like you want to be healthy, okay? You can read this book, The Science of Getting Rich, and then apply it to being healthy. Same thing with regards to lifestyle. Same thing with regards to everything. Remember, everything is delivered the same. As within, so without. It's always a thought before it becomes an idea, before it becomes a thing. Now, here in this book, again, we've been diving into it. And if you don't have a copy of this book, make sure you do have a copy of it. Get this specific copy with this image here if you want to read along word for word, chapter for chapter, paragraph for paragraph. And then when you get it, underline it, highlight it, and most importantly, what? Use it. See, application, baby. Got to use it. All right, now let's dive into this and go into where we were in the book. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch this up and ta-da. All right, here we go. All right. So where we are is on page 64. And we went over some stuff, or we went backwards and then we moved forward. But here's where we're going to start today. And it's on page 64. And it's from this statement here that we are going to engage with. And that is, believe that ye receive them. Okay? Believe that ye receive them, not hope that you receive them, not look at it from something that's going to be. No, believe that it's already yours. I want you to all type in the comments, ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. See, that's the order. And I want you to notice that there is no how in that. It's literally ask, believe, receive. It is done unto you as you believe. The key word in that sentence is as. Why? Because what's done unto you is conditional from what you believe. You want to know what you believe to be true about yourself when it comes to how much you earn? Just look at how much you earn. That's a reflection of what's within you subconsciously. Now, here he goes further. The whole matter turns on receiving. Once you have clearly formed your vision, now I want you to notice how in there he's pointing out the creation of an idea in mind. Okay. Once you have clearly formed your vision, everything starts to change. Everything starts to turn. So the whole matter turns on receiving once you have clearly formed your vision. When you have formed it, it is well to make an oral statement addressing the Supreme in reverent prayer. And from that moment, you must in mind receive what you ask for. Now, again, notice how this is all about engagement. This is not this. Oh, know that that's what you got to do, and that's good enough. No, that's not what it is. It's literally action. And when we're talking about action, what we're talking about specifically is mental action. Okay? So sit in that for a moment. The whole matter turns on receiving once you have clearly formed your vision. When you have formed it, it is well to make an oral statement addressing the Supreme in reverent prayer with gratitude. And from that moment, you must in mind, that's the key right there, you must in mind receive what you ask for. See, most people will skip right over that and they'll think in terms of you must receive it in terms of the material sense. No, in mind, you must receive it. It's something that you engage with that it's already happened. Live in the new house, wear the fine clothes, ride in the automobile, go on the journey, and confidently plan for greater journeys. Confidently. Set the appointment, even though, book the flight, even though there's no proof that you can actually go there is there. Dig the ditches. Have you heard of that story? In the Bible, there's a story about this war that was happening, and the leader, which is on the side of righteousness, instructed the army that was there to dig ditches. Now, at the time, there was no sight of any rain. It was very hot. There was a lot of drought. And when the men heard that, they thought, oh my gosh, are you crazy? What the heck? What do you mean dig the ditches? We're going to go get ready to fight. It was dig ditches. Dig ditches right now. And no, and right from there, they said, okay, well, we'll dig the ditches. And then after they finished digging the ditches, what's fascinating is the rain came. And because they had ditches, they had something to capture the water. Yeah, the enemy didn't do that. And because they didn't confidently move forward or didn't have an idea to even, or any kind of inspiration to do that, guess what led to them winning the battle? It was them having water. But see, the leader was saying he was confidently moving forward with it, even though there was no evidence of it. So you've got to dig your ditches. And that's what this means here. Now, before we move further, for those of you who are watching this live stream and would love to tap even into more of this and to access the replays, then go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. Don't sit there and don't think about it. Don't think in terms of, oh my gosh, I'm going to do it later. You probably have already done that. Don't do that. Just go register right now. You do yourself a favor. Do something that your future self will thank you for. All right? Now, let's go back to this.